like, you know, they have that little twinkle in their eyes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie tag 2.0. So I was tagged by Cook Read Create, and I will tag the original creator down below. So there are a couple of new things in this video. One of them you probably can't notice, but I got a new tripod. It was an amazing find at Goodwill, but that is not what I'm here to talk about. And I also got a new light, which is why it might seem a little bit yellow, but it is cloudy today, so I kind of have to go with what I have. And so to get off started with this tag, there are a couple of questions that I am going to answer, and some of them might have been already answered in my original Booktube tag, but you know, things change. So the first question is, what genres would you like to see more of on Booktube? Now, I feel like I don't see a lot of classics, at least when it comes to like the booktubers that I follow, and I do tend to follow a lot of YA booktubers, which is like, how do you expect to see classics reviewed with, you know, YA booktubers? But I don't know, I feel like maybe we could try to integrate more talking about the classics, and that's kind of hypocritical of me to say because I myself haven't talked about the classics too much. But I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like a fun thing to be able to compare a classic novel to how things are written nowadays. So I wish that we could do more of that, and I do plan on doing more of that myself. Question 2, what do you feel like is the best way to make friends here on Booktube? I honestly have no idea. I feel like there's some people that I've gotten to know, and like we do constantly watch each other's videos and comments, and like I follow them on Instagram now, but I feel like we haven't really been like, we wouldn't consider each other friends. I don't know, like we haven't really had that like, oh hi, like personal talk, you know? And I do wish that I could be more out there and like actually go out there and make friends, because this is just such a great platform to make friends. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm too shy to go ahead and reach out. Like I do try and welcome new people, but other than that, I just don't know how to talk. Like I am a total hermit. So, you know, typically I just did the whole picture thing and posting thing on my blog, and now this is a little bit more personal that I'm actually talking to people, and I'm still getting used to it. So, you know, if you see me talking, if you see this video, say hi to me because I really want to be your friend, but I'm just too shy to approach you. What do you enjoy the most about making Booktube videos? Honestly, it's still very nerve-wracking, so the only thing that I am actually still enjoying is actually going and thinking about what I'm gonna say, like answering the questions. Like for me, that's always really fun. Like for example, this question, it's like, oh, what do you like the most? And it just kind of really makes me think of like all the things that I have to do to make a video. And it's like, oh, like, okay, I really like doing this particular part. Like, you know, there's just so many things that go into actually making a video. And this is just one of the things that is always constantly happening, and I really enjoy answering the questions. I like getting interviewed, I guess. What do you least look forward to in making a video? And that is totally editing. Like as soon as I saw this question, I was like, oh god, yeah, editing, I hate it. I hate it. Like for a lot of my videos, I do try to, especially now that I'm going back to school, to film a couple videos in a day. And then, which is typically just no more than 2, because you know, it's not that easy. And then I just leave them in my camera and slowly start pulling out the footage and editing, and that is just like a nightmare. There was this point in the summer that I was able to film like 2 videos in the same day, and then I decided to edit both of those videos in the same day, and then I did that for like a week, and I ended up having like, I think 4 videos at a time. Because it didn't, I mean, not every single day works out. I mean, I think that I'm gonna go ahead and make a video, but it just doesn't work out. But I had like 4 videos already like pre-made, and it was like, oh my god, yes, it was so amazing. Because then I just didn't have to edit anymore. So I just got it out of the way. That's what I'm trying to do more days. Like actually, every single time that I'm gonna film, I'm gonna go ahead and try to just get the editing out of the way, and then it's just easy peasy from there on. What videos other than tags, TBR, wrap-ups, recommendations, and reviews, I have to look at the question because it's a lot, would you like to see more of on Booktube? Now I feel like that pretty much sums up all of Booktube. I mean, there are discussions, but a lot of times I feel like the discussions are things that everybody discusses about, and it's totally fine because I myself, like as soon as I see somebody discussing something like, for example, the meaning of arcs, it's like, oh yeah, like I have my own opinion and I would like to be able to like go ahead and voice that out, and that's what Booktube is about. You share your own personal opinion about things. But I don't know, I feel like I would like to see more of, and I feel like that's something I'm gonna end up trying to do myself, is more comparisons. Like oh, like if you like this book, like, and this book is compared to it a lot, like how do I see the comparison? Like for example, a lot of people compare The Hunger Games to Divergent, and it's like, I really don't see it, and like I would personally go ahead and compare it. Or also, then I feel like this would also fall into the recommendation category, is when you're like, okay, so you like this book, you're probably gonna like this one, as in you like The Hunger Games, you're probably gonna like The Selection and Divergent, although it's not the same. Or you go ahead and might like The Fifth Wave, things like that. What are some themes you would like to see less of in books? And that one for me is super easy. This whole chosen one concept, it's just, I'm kind of over it at this point, and I'm not gonna say I'm like super done with it, because I do still read books and it's like, oh my god, they're the chosen ones. But I feel like it's just getting really annoying to me personally, that it's just like, oh yeah, like this main character has this like kind of somewhat messy life, and things start picking up, and it's all because she is secretly the chosen one, the one that everybody has been waiting for, the face of the rebellion. And it's just like, can we just like not, like, can we just have a main character where she has special powers but she's not the chosen one? Like, it doesn't all just depend on her. Like, you know, like after Harry Potter, I mean, it's just kind of like, that's my shoe. After Harry Potter, it's like, okay, anybody else being considered the chosen one, it's just, you're not the chosen one. It's only Harry Potter the chosen one. Can the main character be like best friends with the chosen one and they help them along? Like, does every single main character in dystopian novels have to be the chosen one nowadays? They have to be the face of the rebellion, they have to be completely selfish and willing to risk their lives for everything. To me, that's just not realistic. But I mean, a lot of things in those books aren't realistic to begin with, so like, what am I even saying? So one of my booktube goals is to at least have one original video once a month. And I feel like I haven't really done that. I mean, there are some tags I have planned and maybe I should have done them, but I don't know, I'm not creative enough to reach that goal, but I mean, at least I'm gonna try. Now question 8, what advice would you give a new booktuber that just started their channel? You're gonna get nervous. Like, I want to say don't be nervous, but you're gonna get nervous regardless. It's kind of weird being able to talk to a camera in a room all by yourself. Like right now there's absolutely no one in the room, but there are some people in the next room, and it's like, yeah, they're listening to you talk to absolutely nothing, as if there's actually like a room full of people. And I would say you get used to it, but so far I haven't been a booktuber that long, but I still haven't gotten used to it. It's still really weird, and if I recorded myself with a different camera as I'm talking to you guys, like, I would make fun of myself. But I guess the only thing that you do have to know is that it does seem silly from an outsider's perspective, but people watching, it's like, they appreciate it, they like your content, and you know what, once you actually see the video of yourself, it's like, you know what, it wasn't that bad. What are some qualities that you look for when watching other booktubers? For me personally, I really like watching when a booktuber is like genuinely having fun. Like, it doesn't have to be like you're like having a party, but I do want to be able to see that a booktuber is like talking to the camera or talking with the camera. Like, you know, they don't even have to be like directly looking at it. But whatever that they're doing, whatever they're talking about, I want to be able to see that, hey, like, they're actually genuinely really wanting to talk about this. They don't want to just be like, oh, well, everybody else is talking about this thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that thing, even though I have like no opinion on it and I really don't care about that. Like, I guess some recent drama as I'm filming this is people are talking Sarah J. Maas a lot about something with a tour. I don't know, I didn't really pay attention because I don't really like care, except that it's kind of annoying that people are hating on her for something that doesn't really seem valid to hate her for. That's just my personal opinion. But it's like, if I started talking about that and like once again, like I just really talk about the whole, like during the whole video, like I don't really care much about it, like, you know, but whatever, like people are getting triggered. Like if I was just doing that and I saw someone else doing that, that would just be completely irritating. So the last question is, one fun fact or hobbies that you have. Now, I can't really think of much, and I was supposed to have someone with me today and I was gonna ask them like, so what are some things that you've noticed that I really like? And I can't really think of much. Like, I'm 5'10", I have 4 cats. I really enjoy watching Netflix, maybe too much. Most of my books are used or presents. I already said I have 4 cats. Let's see what else. There isn't much to say really. Ooh, I love Henry Cavill. That one I do have to throw it out there. But I do hope that you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment down below about anything that I said, and I know I've said some stuff that you could have your own opinion about, so be sure to tell me down below. And before I forget, actually, I am currently reading The Glass Sphere. And by I am currently reading, I mean that I am literally just like on page 6. So I have like no formal opinion about it, and I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it because I did read the summary before I started reading it, and I was like, you know what, this thing actually kind of sounds really good. So I am excited about that, and that is actually officially it for this video, and I will see you guys next time.